So hello guys, welcome to our channel Code Riders. So today in this video we are going to create an weather app using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. We are also going to use an API that will fetch the weather data. So first I will show you the demo output, but before going to the output I will request you to subscribe to my channel. It will motivate and support me and also help the YouTube algo. So now I will show you the demo. So this is the final result we are going to get after this video. So this weather is of Mumbai. So this weather is of the Mumbai city. So right now it's showing the weather of Mumbai, which is in India. So its temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, humidity is 30, mean temperature is 27, max temperature is 30. The wind speed is 5.66 km per hour, degrees 300, and some other info. This is the weather of top cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Dubai, London. The another feature of this is you can search which city temperature you want to see. So for example, we will search the temperature of Delhi. Search. So see, you can see the temperature of Delhi is 23 degrees Celsius. The wind flow is 4.12 km per hour, and these are some results. These are some other results. This will remain the same. Again, if we try to search the temperature of New York, let's see New York. So now we get the temperature of New York, which is -2 degrees Celsius, and it's showing that it's chill temperature, means there must be a snowfall there. So coding this. Now let's start coding this whole weather app. So now let's start coding our weather app. So I have created one folder with name weather app.new, and I've created two files, weather.html and index.js. So first I will create a boilerplate. Boilerplate is ready. So first we need a navbar which has menu and the search button. So first let's check our site is working or not. I will just print hello world. I will just save and I will click open with live server. So it's ready. So we will come here, a new tab, localhost. So it's working. So we want a bootstrap. So we will use the bootstrap for this. So I will come again here, search for bootstrap. I always use the version 5. This is version 5. So we will search for a navbar. In navbar section, we will copy this one. The navbar, we want this navbar. So we will just copy, come back, and we will paste in the body. And we'll just navbar, and I will just comment it out. So the navbar is ready. Let's just save and let's check again. So I've just copied the navbar, but I have not copied the CDN links. So we'll come and get started. Introduction. And these things are more important. We'll just copy the CDN links. Otherwise, you will see the result. Otherwise, you have seen the result how it's looking. So I will copy the CSS and the JS. JS we will put down here before closing body element. Now let's save, and now we will check See, now it's proper, the output that we want. So we'll come back. We added the navbar. So after that, I want that pricing table chart like. So we will add the main section. So I will use main section, and I will just comment there. So I've commented it, and I will add one section from Bootstrap. And I want the pricing section, so I will see the pricing part. Search for pricing, and yes, this pricing part we want. So we will just take. So we want to copy this code. So let's inspect. We only want this part only. Till here we want. So we'll check where is this part. So it's from the main part. This part we want. This till here. So this whole thing is in the main. So I will just copy the main element. So I will just copy element, and I will just paste here and just save. So I added the main part. So now let's check what's the output. So we are getting the navbar also and the pricing part also that we needed. So now we are going to create one div. So I will just close, and I will put all this content inside the div. So create div with class container. Container. I will just cut this part, and I will just paste inside this. I will add one heading tag h1 that says weather. So this is my weather app. We'll just save and also change the title of this. My weather app. And we'll just save, and let's check. So we get the heading, and also we have changed the title to my weather app. Now in this thing we don't want this extra tabs, extra menus you can say, and also we have to change this part from free, pro, enterprise. We also have to change this, and also give good style. So we are using the Bootstrap, so we can add the class. You can use the class. We'll give margin top 5 pixel, text center, not here text center. I will give text center in the h1. So we'll add the class, and I will give text center. Let's check the text is in center, and we got a good margin from the top side. So we want margin also in the bottom. So margin p then b, and give 4. not from here. We'll give margin from here, margin bottom from here. This 5 again. Just to 4. 4 is proper. Now we will remove this first. So we don't want this part. This li we don't want. This whole li we don't want. I'll just keep this 2. It will say not link. We will say about us. So we get the 2 menus, which is home and about us. We'll also change this title as weather app. So now let's remove some other things. That is, we don't want this much bigger. So we will show only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will remove last 2 years. Okay. So now let's see how it's looking. So we got 4. Oh, we also want to change this compare plan to top cities weather. So where is compare plans? So here it is. We will change to top cities weather. It will look good. We'll also remove this free and all this thing. So in first part we will show the temperature. Temperature. This pro part we will show wind, or we will show the humidity. And the last part we will show, instead of enterprise we will show sun. We'll just write sun. Okay, so now let's see. It's looking good. Temperature, humidity, sun, my weather app. I will reduce the margin top 4 on like 3. It will look good. Now it's looking good. So now we want to display the weather. We will search here what weather we want and we will display. So one thing I will do, I will change this. I want to display the city. So weather of, I will just write weather of, or we will write for example Mumbai. So I will write just weather of Mumbai. After using the API, we will change it dynamically, this Mumbai only. So now we will come again. So we will search for, so we will search for an API. So if you don't know about Rapid API, I am going to search rapidapi.com. So Rapid API is a platform for buying and selling APIs. So you can use, there are n numbers of API in this thing, in Rapid API. So we will search for weather API. We will use the free one in this. We are not going to use any paid. so don't worry. You can also go and search on Rapid API or a Weather API. Oh, we will search which one is free. Let's check this one. It's free or not. Let's see the pricing. It's loading. So it has a limit of 100 requests only and $0. So we will not use this one. So I'll go back. So we will see this one, another API by API Ninjas. It's free, I guess. It's written free here. There is no pricing section. That means it's free for us. It's free for use. So we will use this one. It's loading. In documentation, how to use the API. So we will choose JavaScript. We'll use the fetch API method for this. So we'll just copy this code. We'll come back in our folder. In index.html, we will just paste it. I will save it. And not link the script. I will link the script. Yeah. Script rc is equal to index.js and just save, and let's check in our app. We'll refresh it, we'll inspect we are getting our request or not. A response, we are getting the response or not. So where is the console part? I'm getting the console part. Oh yeah. So we get an object. See, we got cloud PCT 100, feels like 0, humidity 86, max temperature is 6, min temperature 1, sunrise and temperature 4. But it's showing of which city or where. So which city is showing, I don't know. I don't have any idea. So let's check again here. Where is the, so it's showing for the city Seattle. So I will just copy this part only and I will show you in the browser. Will it show us in the browser or not? So it's not showing us in the browser because of the invalid API key. So we will fix that, don't worry. We are getting our response that we want. So for that we will come and check here. There is one extension in VS Code, Rapid API. It is an extension in VS Code to check whether the API is valid and giving us a response or not. So where is our Rapid API. So this one here, this one I've already installed it. You also install this one. We will check the result for our response so we will check the response for it. So here are the instructions. So to open Rapid API panel, we have to click Control Shift and R. So here it's open. So we'll just expand it and we will create one new request. So here I already used this one, so it's already showing me. So in header part I have put this header name, which is this one is the, will show here in index.js. So this is the header, these are headers. See, you can see these are the header objects. So we have seen that our API is working perfectly. So now we are going to do some changes. I've done these changes here, you can see. You can also do this. Now we need to change this part. We will change this part, and also we will remove this dollar and other things. So let's do that. So come back in the VS Code and we will search for that part. So this part is here, this public. So I'm going to add some top cities weather here. So first, instead of public, I will Mumbai, which is in India. One more city is London, capital. I will write here Delhi. And one more, let's say Dubai. Okay, so we have done this. We will also remove this pricing part. Let it be. I will remove this after. I will just change this sign up for free. Where is this sign up part? Okay. I will just remove this sign up part. For now I will write temp. Here also get started. I will write humidity. And contact us, I will write sun. Let's So I will just save this and let's see the changes we have done. Fresh. So here we have done the changes, and here you can see is Mumbai, London, Delhi. These lines are incomplete, so let's fill that thing. This is because of this SVG, I guess. So how many rows are there? How many columns? Sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need 10 TDs. So the same way. And same for the Dubai. Now we got the line perfectly. I will just remove this one of the thing. So I will remove. Should I remove? I will remove the feels like. I will remove the wind degrees. On the sunset, I will remove the sunset. So let's just save. Let's see the output. Now it's perfect. So we got our top cities weather. Now we want this temperature to display here, humidity also, and our sunrise and sunset part. And we will also change this part. We'll also add other data that we have, like we have the data is wind degrees, humidity, max temperature, mean temperature. So we will also add that. So first we have to do, we will come back to our JS part. In JS part we have to, I have shown you the response of this. I'll show you again. So we are getting this response here, which is of Delhi, no, which is of Seattle, I guess. This is a city. It is showing us the weather of Seattle right now. So we want to add this dynamically. So for that we will create one function. So that we need to create one function here, const, and give name it as get weather. We'll pass one parameter which is city. We will cut this part and paste inside this function. Here we will call function get weather. So we want the city to change dynamically. Will not keep it hard coded. So we'll create one variable. See where city name is equal to city, which is this, and we will pass here. So you can use the concatenation also, or you can use this third with backtracking, backslashes, backticks, sorry. City, you can use dollar. We will just space city name. Here we will name the city. City will be Mumbai. It's a Mumbai. And we will check it's working or not. I'll come here, we'll refresh. See here we are getting the weather of Mumbai. Let's check for the weather in London. Not getting for London. Spelling mistake. So now we are getting the weather for London. So here we are not getting the change. We are getting the weather of the London, but we want to change this also. So for that we will use this city name. We'll copy this city name. We'll come up here in our weather of Mumbai part. We'll remove this and we will add one span tag here which has an ID, which is our city name, and we will keep it empty. We'll come back here and we have created where city name, now it's ID, so its inner HTML should also get changed. We'll change its inner HTML. See, here we got London now. We'll refresh again, and now I will change again. I will try to change it again. I will now add Seattle again, the old one. Now let's see, it changes. See, it's changing. Now it's Seattle, but we are not getting the weather here. It's giving an error. So now the city name is changing into our HTML part. So for this, we will just remove the city name. Instead of city, we will just add city, so it will take directly the city name, not the inner HTML part. So now we should get the weather also. See, now we are getting the weather. So we are done with this part. So now there is one more thing. We also want, if the user want to search weather for different cities, like suppose I search here Delhi. So after clicking on search, it should change this thing also and also give me the weather of Delhi. So we will do this part. So I will come here, I will add an event listener on it. So for that we have to come on the button part. So where is the button? It's in the navbar. Here is the button. So on click we need to change. So I will give an ID. Let's give an ID. ID is equal to search city. We'll just copy this ID. We'll add an event listener on it. Add event listener. Add event listener, we will add event click. We want the event click, so we'll click. We will create one function. We will search for. We will create one condition. If suppose user didn't search anything and just click on the search button, if it is empty, so we will add one default weather, which will be, yes, we will put Seattle as the default weather. So if city dot value is equal to empty, then get weather is our function will remain as Seattle. And in the else part we will just change its inner HTML. So if get, let's see, we'll get weather is equal to city dot value. City's value would be the weather we want. Function. So now let's check how it's working or not. So let's refresh. So by default we will get Seattle. Now we will try to search for Delhi. So we are not getting Delhi weather. Let's check what's the issue. Getting this. So I've called this city here, but I have not included it in the input part. So we need to give an ID here, which is city, so it will search for its value. So when we enter something in this input, so we will get our city, we'll get this city and its value, and then we will search. Then this will call this weather function. So we will get the output now. Let's refresh. Let's type for Delhi. We get Delhi here. We also got Delhi weather here. It's different from Seattle. Of course. We will try to add nothing. It's saying Seattle is not defined. Okay. So I need to put this in a curly brace. Again we will search, empty search, so we will get Seattle. Now this part is working. We'll try again. We'll check for New York. We get New York here. It takes some time because of the API is a bit slow, I guess. So we got a warning. API is unreachable. Please connect. So API is slow. This error is because the API is slow. So we will try. Search for, we are getting the London weather. So this is working. Also this one is also working. So now we have to fix this part now. Get this part. So we need to fix it. Here we will show our temperature. Here we will show humidity, and here we will show the sunrise. So we will come here, this temperature, we will add a span tag. We will get an ID for it, which is our temp. Don't know why it's not. So we'll give an ID of temp. just save here. And in this part we will add degree Celsius. So for degree we need to come here Celsius. Search for Celsius symbol. We got the symbol, so we'll just copy this. So we have added the temperature here, so we just need to assign its value, assign it our temperature value. So we'll come here, instead of console.response, here we need to write response. Response is not defined. So what's happening? It is happening because we are just sending one value, which is temperature. We need to send all these values so that it will not throw an error. So now for that we'll take everything. So here we will copy all this part and then cloud PCB also. Then it needs like speed. Okay, we will add response. Now we can add things here. So yeah, we can add temperature, cloud underscore PCD. Here we will add things like again humidity. we need to add things everywhere. So we need to add these things here. So we'll create span tag inside all the li. Let's create a span tag inside all the 4 li's here. Close this span tag, we'll remove this thing, another thing. And we got cloud PCT. After that we have feels like. Then we have what we have things like temperature, temperature, wind degrees, show humidity section is here, so we will show here some other thing which is again we will show the temperature. Let's see temperature. We will give an idea, different ID, because we have defined temperature here already, so ID must be unique. We'll remove this part. Save. Again we also need to add some other, so we will copy the same thing. We'll remove this 3. We have included cloud PCT, now we will have humidity here. So here we will get the humidity. And max temperature. So I guess we will add this 2 here. Part after this, and we will just copy this feels like here. And paste it in the humidity. Another 2. We'll add your wind degrees, wind speed and wind degrees. So we'll just copy. Last we are pending with this thing, so we will remove this, again copy, come here and copy. Here we will get 2 things only, sunrise and sunset. Change to sunrise, so we'll just give this 2. So remove this, and you will also remove this. We will give it humidity, so copy this and paste here. Give humidity 2. Remove this. So we have given humidity change the ID to 2. Also the sunrise 2. Again the temperature also 2. Just save. Now let's see what's the output. We are getting responses. The response spelling is not written as. Now let's check what's the error now. Saying response is not defined. So we have all the data for the Seattle. Let's refresh again. Let's check for Delhi. So here we got the weather for Delhi. So let's check if it's correct or not. So then from the other we'll check Delhi. It's almost same. It's 22 degrees Celsius. Here it's 23. Google is showing 23, but the humidity is 69, close to it. And some other details also are the same. You can also add your text. This arrow is given because of the tag button is not defined. Let's check what's the error. You can also solve the error. So here I have created a condition. Just checking that condition. So it's giving an error. So now we can check again. My internet is not working, that's why it's not loading properly. So I have made the changes here. I also added the text. You can also add this text if you want. So now our website is looking perfect. You can also search for the Delhi temperature. It's loading. So here we got the Delhi. And also search for London again. So yeah, it's working. It's completely working. Now we just want to add our top cities weather here. So it's very easy. Just you have to create 2 more functions. You need to create these functions of different cities. You just need to display. I will just show you very quickly this part. So I've added these lines, which only has the ID, different ID. I've given the same thing, cloud based temperature, with just adding Mumbai and underscore at this front, and I've created one function, different function. This is our main function, this is our Mumbai function. Same thing, same API links, use the city, and just added this ID and given the same response again. Just paste here Mumbai and show you the output. So here this weather is of Seattle and this top city weather is of Mumbai. So you can also do the same thing. You can create one more function for London, Delhi, Dubai, and you can again create this function and change this ID. You only have to change this ID here, this section. So I will show you one more. So just copy this part and then do it for London. So just copy here. Now instead of you are given Mumbai, I will give London. Just press save. I will come here, I will copy this function again, just paste here and get Mumbai. I will change the name, I will give get okay. So now here all these things are same. Now again, instead of Mumbai, you need to give London. And let's just see. Now let's see our output. What we are getting London weather or not. Again London weather. Why? Oh, I have not called it. So in here also get London. Also done some spelling mistake here. Now let's see. We are getting. Say we also got the London weather, and here we are getting Seattle. We'll check again. It's working for Delhi. It's working for Delhi. We'll check for New York. It's working for New York also. So see, we are getting humidity, temperature is 13 degrees Celsius. Let's again check what is the temperature of New York. It's 14 degrees Celsius, is very close to it. Again same humidity, 48%, me 58. You can also do this very easily. You can also change the color. I've shown you one demo website I've created where I've changed the color of this thing. You can also change this color. You can also add more things. You can also add dark mode here. So this part is exercise for you. You can do this. So this is our weather website using weather API. So guys, if you like this video, please like and do subscribe to our channel. I've also created so many videos. You can go and check this out also. So thanks for watching this video. Till then, keep riding.